Hello everyone and welcome to Civic Platform. This is your host Zuher Almusre. Today I'm covering Manitoba Newcomer Hiring Event here in RBC Convention Center. So today we will see all the employer offer many of opportunities for newcomers to get hired in Winnipeg. So let's find more details about this event from this new episode from Civic Platform.
Hello, I'm Amie Membreño. I am the Manager of Employment Services at Immigrant Centre Manitoba, and I was part of the committee of community partners that worked with the Manitoba government to plan the Newcomer Hiring Event. For Manitoba government wanted to do something to help many of the newcomers that have recently come to Manitoba. Not only the Ukrainians, where we've had 13,000 arrive in the last year, but from all different countries, and give them the opportunity to connect with employers. Also, we found that many employers have been struggling to fill positions, so this event is a perfect way of helping employers fill those open positions and helping newcomers to be able to contact employers. When newcomers arrive in Canada, a lot of people will only think maybe about language as being a barrier, but language isn't the only barrier. Many times when people have been working in other countries, they've established a reputation, they've established their skills, the companies that know them, but when they come to a new country, their employment might not be recognized, their skills, their education might not be recognized. So to be able to show employers exactly how skilled they are and for the employers to understand their credentials, that can be a huge challenge. The one thing that really is difficult for newcomers is just that contact with employers. So we're hoping at this event, by giving newcomers the ability to meet with employers, talk to them, find out what kind of positions they have, that'll help them to feel more confident. Also, we have organizations here like Immigrant Centre and Manitoba Start that offer employment services that teach things about the culture of looking for work in Canada, what you're supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do, which may be very different according to which country you're in. So we also want to make sure that they get the services, the follow-up services they need to be able to find employment, but also do well and keep their employment. I think one of the things that people might not realize in Canada, and that's one of the things we try and teach at Immigrant Centre, and organizations like Manitoba Start also try to teach, is about the culture of looking for work in Canada. It's not as in other countries where you walk in, you ask for a job, and perhaps a government official will provide you with a job. It doesn't work like that here. If you're coming to one of these job events, we've been advertising this event for a long time. A good, successful job seeker will already know the employers at the event and will already have applied. So that when you're coming in here, it's a way of making connection with the employer, and you're letting them know that they've already got your application, and that connection can lead to an interview. If you haven't done any preparation and you show up for one of these events, this is a good idea. It's a good way of you knowing what jobs are available, but now you have to go online, you have to apply, you have to follow up. In Canada, there's a lot of competition for jobs, and so it's not just about showing up and being given a job, it's about showing the employer that you really want to work for them, that you're going to be a loyal employee, and that you're the best candidate for the position. So hopefully, even seeing the hundreds of people in line today will give people an idea that they're not the only one looking for work. They've got to prove they're the best candidate. And just showing up isn't enough. You've got to do extra to get a job. There are other job events that have been larger in the past, like the Rotary Career Fair, which has 10,000 people coming, and over 200 exhibitors. But this one, the more specific to newcomer job fair, this is the largest one we've been invited to. There's 59 employers here. There's over 1,400 available positions. As of yesterday, we had over 2,000 job seekers register for this event. We can see outside that there's hundreds of people lining up in order to get in as well. So I think that in itself is a success. But the most important thing that we want to make sure people know is that there's other services like employment services at Immigrant Center where we can help people follow up after they've met the employers, help them get job interviews, help them prepare for interviews, and make sure that if they don't get a job today, that they know who to contact to get that support that they need. And that's not easy. There's going to be times when people get discouraged. There's going to be times when you have to give yourself a pep talk in the mirror. You have to tell yourself all of those good things about yourself and why you should keep going. But I think right now it's March 7th. March 7th, this is a great time to be having a job event because in Winnipeg, we live in a climate that affects the economy, that affects the job market. Many people are surprised between around December 15th until February 15th. There is a lot of layoffs and not a lot of companies hiring. It's the most difficult time of year to look for work. So we have a lot of people coming to us mid to late February discouraged. They say they've applied to 50 different companies, they haven't heard back. The end of February, beginning of March, this is when companies start doing interviews, this is when companies start hiring, this is when a lot of companies start doing their training. This is when you're going to see the fruit for your job search. So don't give up, don't get discouraged, and know that this happens every year in Winnipeg, where December, January, February is a low point, and then March starts picking up. So this isn't the time to give up. This is the time to start going more, because this is when the time when employers are really looking for employees. And employers are willing to adapt, even if you have low English skills. Employers are often have someone that speaks your language that works with them that's going to help you as a mentor. So don't give up even if your language is low.
Thank you, Zuher. I'm here today on this first annual Newcomer Job Fair. I've heard there's 2,200 registrants, 60 employers that have registered. I'm here to quote unquote people watch in a sense to see the many individuals that are here looking for employment in Manitoba. As you're aware, we do have a labor shortage, but that labor shortage can be filled by a lot of the newcomers that are here in Manitoba. We have a lot of Ukrainians, a lot of Nigerians, Chinese, Indians, Filipinos. I can go on and on as the Minister of Labor and Immigration. I'm also here with the folks here at Manitoba Start. Manitoba Start does a good job in engaging with newcomers to have them gainfully employed, showing them the pathways to getting their foreign credentials recognized. There are many, many organizations here, many employers. So I'm very delighted as the Minister of Labor and Immigration to be here today at this first, hopefully, annual Newcomer Job Fair that will benefit our province. Absolutely, we know that immigrants, when they come here, the reality is they have difficulty, they have survival jobs. But as the government, as a province, we want to address those issues, and that's why our government has invested in funding for newcomer organizations such as Manitoba Start, so that many individuals from other countries with professional backgrounds can be gainfully employed. So that's why I'm here, to observe, to listen, and to see the benefits of this event. Well, what I can tell you is that Winnipeg and Manitoba is known to be friendly Manitoba. And the thing is as immigrants, we know that they're very resilient, hardworking, and I can tell you when my dad came here in the late 1960s, there were not a lot of our organizations of this. There wasn't a lot of support systems other than the local community. But what I can tell you, there are many great organizations like Manitoba Start who can help those individuals get on their way, at least to start a foundation on getting them gainfully employed and on the right track to a success and life here in Manitoba. I just want to say, as the Minister for Labor and Immigration with the province of Manitoba, we will always welcome people around the world and we want them to see them succeed. And welcome again to Friendly Manitoba, and I hope everyone enjoys themselves here and has a successful process here at the Newcomer Job Fair. Thank you.
My name is Carmen Ferris. I'm the Director of Operations for Essential Skills Manitoba Inc. And I am pleased to be a part of this event that is being hosted to provide employment opportunities for some of our newcomers here to Manitoba. So what I think makes today unique and different from some of the other career events that we have going on is that we worked with a committee, and on the committee we have individuals who have job-seeking portals, so portals for both employers as well as job seekers to input their information. So an employer can put their available jobs, what their company is all about. The job seekers put in their information, and these portals will actually help match individuals to the jobs. And then what we have here today is the employers coming out and they're doing interviews and possibly offering jobs on the spot with individuals. So I think that's what makes us a little bit different in traditional job fair. So I think one of the things that we've been able to do here is through the support of the partners that were helped put on the event. The Immigrant Centre has brought a number of their team here. So we have individuals who speak a variety of different languages. So and they're available to help interpret between the employer and the job seeker so that they can really get to understand what it is that both has to offer each other. And so we've made that available for the individuals that are coming as well. So we have many different languages. They just have to look for the people that wear the orange button that say I speak, and it'll say what language they speak, so they can help break down any communication barriers that there might be. So yeah, we were actually taken by surprise because this was our first year that we were doing this. We thought it would be quite a small group, so we were quite surprised by the number of individuals that did sign up to attend. So although some of the employers, we don't have 2,200 positions available, it is something that will be ongoing, and as more positions become available, they will put those onto the portal as well, so that connection that is being made here today can continue, as well as new individuals coming across the portals will also be able to access it, and hopefully more employers will also put their positions available, increasing the opportunities and the chances of matching newcomers with employment opportunities beyond the event. I think it's going to help because it broadens the pool of candidates for everyone, and the more that you broaden that scope, the more you have the ability to match, make a better match, I suppose, for the employer as well as the job seeker. And so as more employers learn about this and the portals as well, that will increase the pool of selection. And then hopefully, you know, each culture is going to bring its own strengths with them and to the employment opportunities that are there. So I think that's how it will help. I think my message is that by having it coming out and being able to meet people again, coming out to talk face to face, it's a whole other layer and connection that you get to make with individuals. So yeah, having multiple ways that we can connect people is great. So we have that ongoing support through the portals and the online, but meeting some organizations that have been a part of the committee and the resources that are available to them here in the community, meeting employers and seeing what kinds of opportunities are available here in Winnipeg and in the province. I think that's all going to help, but really I think it's being able to meet others face to face, make genuine connections through the course of the event. That's a great question. I think overall it's about promoting the fact that Manitoba is really wanting to support the newcomers that come into the province. We really want to try and provide opportunities and resources to help people get to that independence so that they feel a part of the community and are contributing and moving forward. So I'm really pleased that Essential Skills Manitoba was able to be a part of this process, and we're hopeful that it will be a great success and we'll be able to do more of these types of things in the future. So that's what I would like to share.
We reached the end of our episode. Thank you for watching. If you like this episode, please like, share, and subscribe, and wait for a new episode from Civic Platform.